Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. In today's video, I'm going to be doing a review of this Hot Wheels pinball machine by American Pinball. I'm going to go over the rules, the scoring, the features, the layout, the art package, all that good important stuff that you guys care about. And then I'm going to get into a little bit of 3-ball gameplay, and I will finish it off with my final thoughts. So if you guys were ever curious about Hot Wheels pinball, stick around and check it out. Okay, first let's go over the art package and the theme, since I think it's integrated pretty well in the machine. Up front, you just got your typical orange loop tracks, and on the right side, you have a couple of the Hot Wheels cars that you collect in the game, as well as a couple of the monsters that you battle. The Triceratops and the Gorilla on the right side, as well as a couple of the rare cars with the traditional orange looping Hot Wheels tracks. And then over here on the left side, pretty much more of the same but a little different. Got your T-Rex, and up on the head you have the Cobra with more of the looping orange tracks that we all remember as a kid. So pretty nice, integrated pretty good, says Hot Wheels to me when I look at it. And here's a little look at the playfield. I really like the lighting that they did on the game, the programming with the LED lights. This looks really good. And I'm not really a fan of the off-centered LCD screen. Prefer it probably to be centered, but whatever, that's the kind of their thing. It's off to the right on all their games, so it's at least it's standard. And I'm really digging the anti-glare glass that they put on this thing. This is one of the first 500 units, and I believe those are considered the deluxe models, and they added a shaker motor and this anti-glare glass, which, as you can tell, it looks really good. The colors are just popping right out. There's almost no glare. So really happy about that. So there's a little look at the art package. I'm going to pull the glass off and get a better look at the playfield. Check out the light show on this Hot Wheels pinball machine on startup. Pretty awesome job of programming on the lighting American Pinball did on this machine. It's got some crazy colors to it. Okay, let's take a couple minutes and go over the layout of the playfield here. So starting from left to right, you got your battle target, stand-up targets right here. You got your left orbit, which up here feeds to, if you do a short plunge or a short hit, it'll drop down the middle. A strong hit will feed all the way to the right flipper, and a medium hit will feed to the right shooter lane, and then back to the right flipper. Then after that, you got your inner left orbit, your little mini orbit, which will feed into the pops or down through this side on the right. And you got your build-a-track lock that feeds to the Vox up here, or it starts the battle to the jackpot, and so basically that'll feed back to your left flipper to the Vox right here, the little track. And then you got your RPM targets and your car targets. These will build up your RPM up the middle, build up your tack, so to speak. And then you got your turbo boost right here is a kicker. Basically shoots the ball right back down to your flippers really fast. You got your right ramp, which feeds to your left flipper, and you got your right orbit, which all goes all the way around. The short plunge will take you down the middle, and the strong hit will feed you to the inner half of the left orbit over here. And over here we got a kind of like a mini scoop and a drop target protecting it. Same here, there's a drop target that usually protects the box for the ball lock. So that's basically it. The table is pretty simple. There's not a lot going on. Got a couple of big plastic ramps, and the only mech right here is this little car that when you hit the RPM targets in game, it'll spin 360 So that's pretty much the only real mechanical, thing that you have. These other toy cars are just static, and you usually want to leave them zip tied because you get a lot of air balls in this game from the RPM targets, and if you don't have the cars zip tied down, you'll tend to knock them off during gameplay. Rather than pull the glass off all the time, I just leave them zip tied on there. But anyway, that's the layout of the playfield. Now let's talk about some rules. Okay, let's take a few minutes and talk about the rules and the scoring of the table. Basically, you want to save Hot Wheels City from the evil villain Draven and his band of 4 different monsters: the Gorilla, T-Rex, Triceratops, and Cobra. So along the way, you battle the monsters, you win the race, you build your Hot Wheels track, you collect your epic features, and that'll get you all the rare cars to get you to the wizard mode. That's pretty much the simplified version. But what I like to start off to do, I start the race first by hitting the left loop over here. It'll lock the ball at the top and it'll start the race. You start off in 12th place and basically just want to advance all the way to number 1 by hitting the lit shots. 11th place, 10th place, 9th place, so forth, all the way to number 1. And then once you do that, you'll enter victory lap multi-ball mode. If you shoot the checkered flag, that's one of 4 multi-ball modes in the game. You need to go through all the multi-ball modes to collect one of the cars. So that's kind of one of the necessary things you got to do. You also battle the monsters by hitting these stand-up targets right here and spelling the word battle. From there, you lock the ball in one of 2 different ball locks, and you'll start the battle mode. Now, before you start any of the different modes, what you want to do is you want to get your RPM, rev your RPM up as much as you high on your tack meter over here. That'll get you, it's kind of like a table multiplier. The higher gear you're in, or the more revs you got, the more points you're going to score no matter what you do. So that's always something to keep in mind, is to keep that tack meter revved up. And the way to rev your tack meter is hitting the shots you're supposed to hit. I'll usually increase it by 1 bar, or hitting the RPM targets right here. That'll increase it, or hitting your turbo boost on the kicker over here. That'll jack it up like 2 or 3 RPM points. So that's one of the ways to get it to red line. So you got your battle mode, you got your race, and you can also you got your track builder mode up here for building your Hot Wheels track, which will get you to the track builder multi-ball mode, one of the 4. You also got the loop crash multi-ball by just hitting the orbits back and forth that are lit up on the red arrows. I think it's like 6 or 8 shots. You'll start your loop crash. And my favorite multi-ball mode by far is the red line multi-ball. So when you're revving your tack meter, once you get it to 9, what you want to do is try to hit the RPM targets a couple times, and that'll max it out at 10. And when that happens, the whole table goes red. You'll drain your ball, you'll lose power in your flippers, and the ball drains. And after that, it starts a 60-second 6-ball multi-ball mode. So you have 60 seconds to shoot as many jackpots as you can, collect points. And after that 60 seconds is over, the ball will drain again, and you'll go back to single ball mode. But you'll go from first gear to second gear. And when you do that, it's like a table multiplier. Like I said, everything will be worth more points the higher gear that you go in advance. And it's nice, they color code it. So first gear is white, second gear is green, third gear is yellow, orange, red. So you always know kind of what gear you're in just by looking at the tack meter down there. So let's see, you got your epic features. Pretty simple. You just start it right here. Shoot whatever's lit up: cars, ramps, loops, car targets, loops, pop bumpers. Pretty simple there. You do all those, you'll collect one of the epic cars, or rare cars, I should say. Let's see, you got to beat Draven and all the monsters to collect the Roger Dodger rare car, I should say. So yeah, that's pretty much it. There's always something to do on the table. You never feel like, oh, I shot everything and there's nothing else left to do, and which is a really great job of them on the coding and the scoring, because the table layout is super simple, and for them to keep you busy the whole time is a testament to how well of a job they did on the coding. So that's basically it. I'm sure I'm leaving out a few things, but that's the gist of it. Now let's get into some gameplay. Let's see if I can not embarrass myself here. So a decent score for me is probably, I don't know, 500 to a billion points is a real good game for me. And I would say minimum of 200 million. So if I'm not scoring at least that, I had a shit game in my eyes. But I like to start off by doing a short plunge to try to get the number 3 and have it feed back down to the flipper. And then shoot to start the race right off the flip. While all at the same time while I'm trying to rev the tack meter to get it to at least a 8 or a 9, maybe hopefully 10. So let's start the game here. I got the volume a little low so it's not going to be too loud. Okay, let's try to get this skill shot. Okay, let's try to plunge for that number 3. Rev it up. Oh, didn't quite get there. Oh, kind of a weird hop. Just missed. Gotta shoot the left loop to start the race. It's actually easy for me to backhand it up there, but man, this game is super bouncy. There we go. Start the race. In fact, I had to turn. You have to turn down the flipper strength when you first get it, because oh, that was cheap. By default, it comes way too strong. It'll cause a lot of airball issues for you. There's a nice live catch. One thing I do like about on the left-hand flipper is you can hit pretty much any shot on the playfield from the left-hand flipper. You can backhand it up for these 3 targets over here: the RPMs, the kicker, the ramp, the loop, the lock over here. You can hit it all. So I'm gonna try to backhand it up that red to get the 11th place. There we go. Almost got the battle lit up to fight the creature, one of the monsters. Ooh, gotta watch that straight down the middle. When it comes out from the middle there, it has a tendency to want to go straight down the middle. You have a little post here, but that's no guarantee you're gonna save it. So I like to give the table a little nudge when it's coming down to try to make sure it's going to go either right or left. Okay, I'm going to try to get the battle started here by hitting the purple lock over there since the drop target's down. It's kind of a hard shot though from the right hand side. Usually have more success backhanding it up there, but we'll see how I do. Oh, no, not quite. Ooh, lefty save. There we go. Okay, now we're going to battle the gorilla. Oh, here comes the shaker motor kicking in. Man, this thing thumps. Okay. Basically, got to hit the purple car targets. Oh, this sucks. Can't control the ball here. That's not where I want it. Okay, so now if I hit it where the lock is, I'll start the track builder multi-ball, which I think I want to try to get that going so I'll have more chances to get the gorilla defeated. Oh, way off. You can see one missed shot, and you almost, you know, it leads to a drain with those car picks and the RPM targets. It's tough. This table plays fast. There we go. Start the track builder multi-ball. Oh, right down the middle. Good thing they give you a little ball save time. There we go. Oh. Oh, that was dumb. Not very smart on my end. Oh. Ooh, those RPM targets are just, you know, instant death. See, right now I didn't get any points because I didn't have my my tack meter built up when I was fighting the gorilla. It was a mistake on my end. You can see the kicker there raised it up a few points. Get the turbo boost. Okay, let's see. And then you go back to the race here. Oh wait, I'm still in the battle mode, aren't I? Let me get control of this ball. Oh man, that was cheap. Oh, there we go, drain. A decent ball won.
That's not good.
About 30 million. But I should have scored more because I didn't have any shots on the tack meter built up. So see if I could get a little bit better this time. Oh, still didn't make it to the number 3rd plunge. There we go. That's how we do it. Advance that race a little bit. Oh. Gee, the Airball City. Man, I was lucky to catch that. Ooh, nice save. Oh, and that was bad drain. See, I'm not really doing much here. Be nice to at least get a red line started. Only in 8th place? Yeah, no. Not doing so great. Let's see if I can have a decent ball 3 here. Oh, over revved it. Oh, that was bad shot there. Oh, looks like I have it on 5 ball. Well, give me a chance to get that red line and show you guys how that mode. Oh, come on. Oh, just missed the kicker. Need that turbo boost. Whoa, Airball City. This layout, man, it produces pretty much an airball every ball. Oh, what am I doing? It's rough. Yeah, this layout is. You can see there's some nasty dimples in the table from just how many air balls you get. You literally have to have this pitch perfect at like a 6 degrees, I think is what they recommend. And even then, with the flippers turned down, it just produces a ton of air balls. I mean, it's pretty frustrating actually. I've never had another game. I own 19 machines, and this is number 1 by far and away. Produces more air balls than any other machine, and with that comes a dimpled playfield and broken plastics pretty much. So I don't think this table is going to have a great longevity, just how violent it plays. Oops. Screwed that up. Oh, I need that ball saved. Okay, come on, let's get the red line here. It's dangerous going for those RPM targets. And you're pretty much risk draining at every shot. Is pretty much the most unsafe thing you can do on the whole game. Usually you hit them when you don't want to, and now that I want to hit them, I can't hit them. Ah. Not trying to start the battle mode, but dang it. There we go, we're close now. There we go, red line. Took all of 5 balls to get it started.
Red line Mania.
There's one jackpot. Damn, it's pretty dim. Kind of hard to see. There we go. That's what I want to hear. Jackpots. They just keep spitting them out, so you don't have to worry about draining. You just got to worry about trying to get jackpot. Oh, come on. Man, that was terrible. Give me 4 balls. Oh, time's running out. You can see it counting down. Damn it, that was... Dead. 32 million, that's not so great. Usually I want at least 50 million on a red line, but... Well, I did collect one of the hero cars, so that's good. Let's keep going here. Now you can see the tack has turned to green. I'm in 2nd gear. There we go. There's a full skill shot. Oh, and then I bricked it. Oh, come on. There we go. Loop and crash multi-ball. Oh, come on. Man, I'm just not doing anything on these multi-balls. Terrible. Oh, come on. Yeah, that was bad. No wonder why I'm not scoring any points, because I am not doing anything with these multi-balls. Try to go for another red line, maybe. Or maybe not. Oh, come on. Oh, what am I doing? Oh, that was so terrible on the flipper play. Ah, so close, but so far away. Well, anyway. Oh, no, I still got that's right, I got an extra ball. Okay, one more. One more shot here. And I missed my rev. Over-revved it. Jesus. I need to take a little smoke break, man. I am playing like shit. Oh, that was nice. I was going to say, now it's going to go right down the middle. Whoa. That kicker always catches you off guard. You're not expecting to hit it. Good thing I had a little ball save with the pit stop over there. Oh, straight down the middle. I don't know what I was aiming at. Hope that was actually that wasn't a very good game, but still got to about 400 something million, but that was only because it was a 5-ball game. But I only turned that on to show you guys some more of the features, give me more of a chance to fit it all in one game, which I'm pretty happy. I mean, I showed you guys most everything. Battle mode, a couple different multi-balls. Get the gist of it. Anyway, let's get back with some final thoughts here in a second. Alrighty then, now it's time for some final thoughts. Now that you guys have seen the game, gone over it a little bit, you saw how it shoots, see how it looks. I'll give you my opinion on it. Okay, let's start with the things I like about the game. By far and away, my favorite aspect of this pinball machine is the lighting and the coding for the lighting. It is just it's a feast for the eyes. The colors are, they really pop. Just in your face bright. I love it. You always know what to do when you're playing by what's lit up. So everything's just the coding for the scoring too. That's another one of my favorite aspects about it. You never don't know what to do. It's pretty simple. Just follow the lit up shots and go from there. Pretty much like any pinball machine, and this just looks a little bit better while it's doing it. As you can see right now, just going through the waves of colors is just like, oh, where's the mushrooms at? But okay, let's see. So I like the lighting, I like the scoring. It shoots good. You have to really dial in your machine, but once you get it dialed in, it shoots pretty good. I do like the art package. It definitely fits the theme of Hot Wheels. You got your, you got your monsters, you got your cars, you got your Hot Wheels track. That's pretty much everything Hot Wheels. The quality of materials are pretty good. I like that they include the shaker motor and the anti-glare glass. I haven't really had any issues with my machine except for it's got some nasty feedback in the speakers because I guess some of the components are wired too close together. So when I first got it, it had the worst feedback right out of the box. So I had to turn down the tremble practically to nothing to get so it's tolerable feedback. And I guess there's a fix of moving some of the wires around in the cabinet, but I haven't gotten that far yet. So other than that, I haven't had any problems with the machine. I would definitely say my biggest gripe about it is definitely is the playfield layout and the design. To me, they really missed the mark on that one. If you were to strip away the art and take away the cars, there's nothing on here to me that says Hot Wheels. I mean, it could be themed any game. It's really a generic layout. You really just have a couple of orbits, 2 ball locks, your standard spinners, drop targets, pop bumpers that every pinball machine has, and 2 ramps that are just really lackluster in my opinion. This is like a half a ramp. It's not even a full ramp, and you have a looping ramp. That's in a 360 car that when you hit the target it spins. Like, big whoop-de-doo. There's nothing on here. There's no innovation. It seems like to me they needed to save, I don't know, money or I don't know, they needed to rush out a pin or something like that. This just doesn't say Hot Wheels to me. And to top off of that, I don't like the design either. To me it's like a fatal flaw. These car targets and these RPM targets cause more air balls than I've ever played on any machine. And I've got a ton of machines in my collection, and this is by far the worst, the number one, air ball producing machine. And it is so frustrating. And not only is it frustrating, but it really takes a toll on the playfield. You expect some dimples and whatever, that's normal. I'm getting moon craters on this thing. For these things just launch the ball like a Scud missile, and you'll get, I got dimples behind the flippers on spots you never expect to have, dimple marks from the ball just shooting right over the flippers, into the trough. It'll bounce off over, just anywhere at any time. You never know where that ball's gonna land. So we always leave the cars, zip tied on so they don't come flying off during gameplay. And with all this plastic, I've literally had to stop in the middle of the game, pull the glass off to check for damages when I've had, one of those air balls that sound like something broke, or, they're violent. And especially the way the machine's shipped out from the factory with the flipper strength dialed up to 25. If you don't get the pitch just perfect, they recommend a 6-degree pitch. And even if you have it at 6 degrees, with the hardness of these targets, dude, it's terrible. It's frustrating, and it's bad for the life of the machine. So that's to me, it's like the fatal flaw of the whole machine is the playfield. It's like a double-edged sword. It's fun, but it's frustrating, and then it's I don't know, and then it doesn't scream Hot Wheels to me. But it's usually more frustrating than fun, which is kind of a problem. And it's not just me. I've talked to a lot of other Hot Wheels owners, and everybody has the same exact gripe about the machine. These RPM targets, it's a little. Most people say if they would have took out the kicker and widened the lanes a little bit, it would shoot a lot smoother. I really don't have a problem with the way it shoots. I mean, besides at a factory, you got to lower that flipper strength. You got to have your pitch, you know, pretty flat. You get any kind of pitch on this table, like you can't run it at like 6.5 like a normal table, or you know most other Stearns and old Williams Valley. You will have just too many air balls. You will have broken plastics. Yeah, so that's my major feeling about the machine. It's like I love it, but I hate it at the same time. So if I was to score this on a 1 to 10, I'd probably give it a 6.5, maybe a 7. If I was to do it again, I'd probably go with an Oktoberfest or Houdini if I want to support American Pinball, because to me they really just missed the mark. It seemed like they just kind of, you know, cost-cutting measure, just threw something out there, went with the simple design instead of, you know, really taking their time to make something that said Hot Wheels. They just, you know, I don't know, they just got the sucker out the door. So probably one you'd want to just play on location rather than add to your collection. Anyway, that's my thoughts and opinions. Thanks for watching the video, guys, and I will catch you on the next one.